Hey everyone, part 2 of my flea market finds. Just a great weekend of stuff to show you. Just got done showing you the gold and opal ring over in part 1, so let's continue on with part 2. A lot of stuff. The guy I bought the cabinet from, the file cabinet from a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks ago, walking through, I think that was like 3 weeks ago now. Walking through the flea market, he's like, "Hey, I got something for you," and this is one of the missing pulls. So it was nice of him to keep me in mind. Picked up an anvil. I got a thing for anvils. Original price at $2.59. Prairie brand, just a nice made in USA anvil. Got some weight to it. Not quite sure how many pounds that is. Not too small, not too big. 20 bucks on that. Piece of Murano glass. That was 10 bucks. A little bit of a chip right here in the corner, but love the way that catches the light. The 4 medallions, that was 30 bucks. Got a Hopkins medal, another Hopkins medal. Here's an Olympic medal from, what is that? 1980 Olympics. Winter Games, Lake Placid. Pretty cool. And a Bumai temple. So we'll list those individually. Not sure what they'll bring, but I've always had good luck with the medallions. A couple of Limoges boxes. There's lots of counterfeits out there, but the original Limoges bring really good money. Kind of hard to find, but these could bring. I paid $5 a piece, and I've sold these as much as over 100, depending on the box. So we'll have to do a little research on that. Picked this up for $1. Not quite sure what it is. I think it's the top to a candle. Interesting piece. I love the cannon. It is really heavy. Got the little touch hole in the back. I don't think the bore goes all the way down. But what makes it interesting is made in USA. You know, that's kind of old. Check out the pile of yarmulkes. $20 for the whole pile. And I've never sold a yarmulke. I don't think I've ever sold a yarmulke before. Don't quite know what that is. A cowboy yarmulke. There's one in there that was kind of interesting. Where did it get to? At first, when I saw this pile, they had these crocheted ones on the top. I thought, they're coasters. But no, they're yarmulkes. Jewish stuff does really well for me. There it is. Take a look. Ever seen a UPS yarmulke? Well, now you have. So probably break these up into a couple groups and sell them that way. Another menorah. It's been a great. I've had a great run of menorahs lately. I've sold a couple too. I had 10 on this. Got it for 8. Knights Templar. Nice cast aluminum license plate. Got a date of 1972 on the back. A couple more original pieces of art. Well drawn. Gotta look up the artist. Watercolors of military men and horses, framed or unframed. Burner. Well done. That was 10 bucks for the pair. I'd say it was a pretty good knife weekend, don't you? Let's just start at one end and go to the other. Japan dive knife, nothing great. Oh, first of all, price wasn't cheap. You're looking at $550 for everything here. So let me show you. Got the dive knife, nothing really that great. Love the short sword. It's quite a hunk of steel right there. Love the design of the blade. And the scabbard's pretty cool too. Kind of tribal looking. That's a good piece. A bolo knife sheath, and it's marked USMC Boyd 44. So a nice World War II. This was with it. Not quite sure if that's the knife that belongs with it, but the knife is a good one too. You can see it's a case bolo knife. Not sure if I'll sell them as one or maybe break them up. A old timer. There's a ton of these out there. Still, people love them. That's about a $30 to $40 knife. A little dagger with a deer foot on it. Rastafari, I think it's German. Great looking blade. What else are we doing here? Oh, the kitchen knife's pretty cool. Take a look. It's a K-bar chef knife. Looked it up. They're only bringing about, probably get around $30 for that. Zippo lighter. Not sure what that'll bring. Operation Desert Storm. Gerber knife. Gerber gator knife. Looks like it's unused with the sheath. A guy threw this in for the lot. It looks like a powder horn, powder measure. It's been in the ground. Not quite sure what that'll bring. Japanese claw and ball knife, dagger. I've sold these in the past. Love the leather sheath. These always bring an easy $30. The guy I bought it from made some signs up. He did some eBay looking, said this sold for $63. Survival tactical weapon. Love the guard on the knife. Made by Ontario Knife Company. It's in a Schrade box, but it's a Ranger folder. I don't know if Ranger's the company or Ranger's the model. Not sure what that'll bring. A couple theater-made knives. A couple guys sitting around with nothing to do during World War II. A lot of them made knives for themselves. Really like this one. This is a cool knife. The blade is from a Collins machete that somebody took and put a plexiglass spacers on it. Lots of times they got these from aircraft, busted up aircraft. They took the plexi from and made a nice knife. Voss German. Not familiar with Voss. But the knife's a nice looking knife. As I say, I always love selling knives because they're such an easy sell. You get good money for them, and they're relatively easy to pack. There's another Schrade folding knife. 2 Western Bowie knives. I put down this one sold for $130. I think he's off on his price because if you look on eBay, there's a Vietnam era Western Bowie that's marked on both sides, like this one, Western, and W49 dates it to Vietnam era. This one brought $200. afterwards, they did away with the, they changed the mark to the blade. This is still an easy $100 right there. So, probably looking at $300 back just on these two knives. This is quite the monster of a knife right here. It is made by Forstner. They make and the blades mark Forstner too. They make the Swiss Army knives. Cool piece, razor sharp. Got an original painting, Wheeler 73, nude study by Larry Dodd Wheeler. At least I got a name to go by. Look it up. Whole box of bag of stamps of the Statue of Liberty one. $2 for the entire bag. How can you go wrong? I will probably just sell the whole lot. Won't get too involved with them. Need a lock for the shed. Picked this up for $2. Needs a little WD-40 sprayed in there. A light. Might use that for taking pictures. A little pendant light from IKEA. 50 cents. Can't go wrong. Howard Miller clock. Somebody got it for retirement. Howard Miller's a good name. It's just too bad it's a battery operated clock. But $20 for that. Howard Miller always sells. And my son Nathan got himself a Aircraft of World War II book for $2. So there we go. Got our work cut out for us this week, but it should be interesting, definitely, to watch this stuff go off. Keep an eye on my website, eBay store Terminal 99, which is where most of this stuff will be appearing. Not the sword. Over the next week. So until next time, this Will Yard Sales Survivalist. I'll talk again soon.